Here we are at Williams Stadium, Liberty University's football stadium and the home of the Flames. Currently it's undergoing major renovations and updates. The screen behind me is a brand new feature, as well as the Football Operations Center, which has Arthur L. Williams Stadium on it, and our field is also brand new. There are a lot of other changes that are coming to make this a beautiful facility, but it's already looking so good. Anyway, a lot has changed here at Liberty University since I went to school here, and that was from 1994 to 1998 for my undergraduate. But one thing has not changed, and that is school spirit. Recently there was a game here, and JMU was the opposing team. That's James Madison University, and they offered something to the students that if they wore, the Liberty students, if they wore red, they could come for free. So evidently there was a big response to that offer, and students were camped out all around waiting for the doors to open. The doors opened at 4, but the game didn't start till 7. They came in and screamed and hollered and blew horns and cheered and cheered and cheered from 4 o'clock until the game ended, showing how much school spirit that they had. So it was a very interesting game, to say the least. Not only were they screaming and hollering and having a good time all the way to the end of the game, but the game that day, it was pouring rain. So they endured the rain to support their team. School spirit is definitely strong here at Liberty University. The students are filled with enthusiasm for the different athletic teams, but as with most schools, the football is a fan favorite. So I don't know about you, but for me, there's a lot that goes into the experience of a football game. So let's use this environment and topic as inspiration while I walk you through the illustration paragraph. An illustration paragraph takes a point that the author wants to make and explains or illustrates it through many examples or one extended example. So what you want to do first is choose your topic. You want to choose a person, a group of people, a concept, or an event that you would enjoy writing about and have an opinion about. And my example is the football experience. And that's a concept. All right, next, choose your attitude or point. This should be a general statement of opinion about your topic. This general opinion could be something you have observed about your topic and should be what you hope to prove about your topic using specific examples. For my example would be a football game isn't really a football game without certain features. Audience, be specific in selecting your audience. Who would be interested in hearing your particular opinion and who might benefit from hearing it? My example would be my students and also my husband because he loves football. All right, the purpose, why would you be sharing this opinion? Is it to inform, to entertain, to persuade, or you need to choose one of those? And my example would be to inform and also to persuade. Topic sentence. Combine your topic and your point into a complete sentence. Many features combined to create the perfect football experience. That's my example for my topic sentence. Then you want to brainstorm a list of possible examples to illustrate your points. My example are the concessions, the hot dog and nachos, fans in the stands screaming, blowing horns, cheering on the team, the marching band, the two opposing teams, tension created, big lights, the crisp fall air. All of those things are ideas that I might want to include in my piece. The final step is to create a sentence outline. And it's going to begin with your topic sentence. Mine is, many features combine to create the perfect football experience, such as competition between the two teams, the fans, and the setting. So right there you know that I'm going to talk about those 3 elements of the football game. All right, then my Roman numeral 1 is, the competition between the 2 football games is what brings everyone to the stadium. A, these 2 opposing and talented groups come prepared for the game. B, they are fierce athletes driven to win. C, as a result, tension is created. Roman numeral 2, the fans show their support. A, their support is seen through screams and horn blowing. B, marching bands and cheerleaders also show their support. Roman numeral 3, the setting is important too. A, the crisp fall air inspires fans to wear sweatshirts and bring fleece blankets. B, the big blaring lights draw attention to the activity on the field, even in the dark of night. And C, warm hot chocolate, hot dogs, and nachos add to the overall football experience. And then you want to include a concluding sentence. All of these elements combine to create the perfect football experience. For me, the football experience is all that I've mentioned here. For my husband, he's perfectly happy watching it from the comfort of his own home on his big screen TV. We don't necessarily see eye to eye on this issue, but I do appreciate a good football game, even if I have to watch it from home. But my ideal experience, of course, and I think even his, is in the stadium itself. Christ also has an example of an illustration, and it is what's called an extended example of an illustration. My example used several elements to illustrate my point. He just really focuses on this one extended example. It's in John 8:1-11. But Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. At dawn he appeared again in the temple courts where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "If any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away, one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." So what point was Jesus making in his story? Do not sin. No one is without sin. Don't pass judgment on one another, because you are also a sinner. Another point was certainly directed at the woman, which was go and sin no more, as the King James Version states. So think of a topic that means something special to you, a point that you would like to prove. It can be something as fun as football or as serious as sin, but just enjoy the process of illustrating.